Hey everybody, Bill with Washington Gun Law. Hey, this is going to be a different video than what we normally do because over the weekend, Washington Gun Law passed 250,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank a lot of people who have made this possible. And I want to start by thanking Alex Mowry and Ed Broberg. They were a couple of people who worked with me at US Law Shield, and they were really the ones that kind of pushed me to really get this channel rolling. I want to thank Tyson C., probably my first ever subscriber, and I want to thank Philip P., my first ever California subscriber, and of course for spreading the gospel of Washington Gun Law down there in the state of California. I want to thank Captain Eric Anderson of the Department of Fish and Wildlife, Dr. Raul Garcia, guys like Lauren Culp and Jim Walsh, who were willing to come onto the channel, do interviews, and really help legitimize what we did here. I want to thank Julie Barrett and everyone over at the Conservative Ladies of Washington for all their tremendous work. And Julie, I want to thank you for always being willing to geek out on the laws with me. I want to really thank some of the people who have fed me information, inside information, like my warrior, Jerome, down in Oregon, and of course, independent journalist Michael Easton up here in Washington State, who always provides Washington Gun Law with very awesome information. I want to thank Mayor Jenny Durkin and her Summer of Love for really giving us the inspiration and reason to do this channel. I want to thank Jay Inslee and Bob Ferguson. You two are the gifts that keep on giving as far as it relates to material for our channel. Speaking of the gift that never stops giving, I want to thank President Joe Biden, Merrick Garland, the ATF, and the Department of Justice for giving us just an absolute plethora of material to work with over the last couple of years. I want to thank the Ninth Circuit for, of course, instilling a belief in many of my viewers that we should have no faith in the criminal justice system whatsoever. And I want to thank the United States Supreme Court for reinstilling that faith that, yes, ultimately justice does truly prevail. I want to thank all the other states that gave Washington Gun Law so much material to work with over the last couple of years. Now, we know the usual suspects like California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey, but I also want to thank some other states that have really gone nuts in the last couple of years, in particular Oregon and New Mexico. I want to thank all the FFLs that have participated in this channel, and there are a lot. I want to first thank Aaron and Allie over at 3 Aces in Spokane. They were really the first FFL to embrace Washington Gun Law. I want to thank Dan and everyone down at Sporting Systems in Vancouver, especially for all the tremendous work you do every single year in Olympia. I want to thank Edgar and Bruce over at Guardian Arms in Moses Lake and all the training that they were able to give us. I want to thank all the guys at Kittitas County Trading in Ellensburg. I want to thank the guys at Rev Arms in Ellensburg and Black Diamond, Mill Pond Arms in East Wenatchee, and of course Linwood Guns up in Linwood. I want to thank BZ over at Bellevue Indoor Range and Wade's Guns. He has been a tremendous source of information for me. I want to thank all the folks over at Sharp Shooting in Spokane, and I really want to thank Austin and Chelsea at the range in Yakima. But ultimately, the best relationship that I've ever had with any FFL, and the one that has really helped this channel grow, is all my good friends over at Security Gun Club, Washington's premier indoor shooting facility right there in Woodinville, Washington. I want to thank a couple of other YouTube creators also. Mike, Mr. Guns and Gear. If you don't subscribe to him, we're going to link it up down below. Do it. He is always commenting on every single one of our videos. So Mike, thanks a million. And I also want to thank Braden over at Langley Outdoor Academies. I've had a couple of sticky situations, and I've been able to call Braden up and just kind of get some advice from him on how to deal with things here on YouTube. He's been a tremendous resource for me and a huge supporter of the channel. If you're not following Braden, we're going to link him up down below. He's got a fantastic channel. But most of all, what I need to do is I need to thank every one of you. You have been the ones that have tuned into Washington Gun Law. You have been the ones that have subscribed, and you have been the ones that have spread the gospel of Washington Gun Law. We promise moving forward that we will continue to try to provide you with the most objective information so that you can understand what is happening with what is supposed to be inalienable rights. We promise that we will continue to keep things down the middle here at Washington Gun Law, and that we will continue to give you all the things to think about without telling you how to think. And most importantly, we will continue to educate you so that you realize that the part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner is in fact to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. To all the viewers out there and subscribers of Washington Gun Law, I can't thank you enough. I look forward to the next 250,000 subscribers. Thanks again for all your support, and most importantly, stay safe.